In this Math in Minute video, we are going to be talking about ratios. And ratios are basically a comparison of two or more quantities relative to size. So here we have the ratio of triangles to hearts. We have 2 triangles and 3 hearts. So we would write this ratio like this. 2 to 3 is our ratio here. The next one we have 4 circles and 1 star. So our ratio would be 4 to 1. And then our last one is 3 crosses to 1 square, and we would write that as 3 to 1. So that's how we would write the ratio of those particular images. So we have 2 fractions here. We have 6 over x equals 24 over 8. In our numerator, we have 2 values. And we want to know how we got from 6 to 24. So we can divide 6 into 24, and that would be 4. Or we could write it like 6 times what gave us 24. So the answer we know would be 4. All right? So in the bottom half, we have x, and we're trying to determine what x is. And whatever we did in the numerator, we have to do in the denominator. So we're going to multiply that by the 4, and that's to equal 8. To get x by itself, we're dividing both sides by 4, and we would get x is equal to 2. So our missing number in our denominator would be 2. X is equal to 2. So let's look at the second problem. We are given our denominator in both of these fractions. So we want to determine how we went from 9 to 27. So 9 times what gives us 27? So we can divide 9 into 27, that would be 3. And we have to do the same for our numerator to determine what our x value is. So whatever we did to the denominator, we need to do to our numerator. So 15 times 3 equals 45. And that is our value for x. Now, let's look at a word problem. A recipe calls for 2 cups of sugar to 5 cups of flour. How many cups of flour are needed if 8 cups of sugar are used? We're going to write this in a fraction. So we're going to have our sugar to our flour. So what is given? So we have 2 cups of sugar and we have 5 cups of flour. So we want to determine how much flour we have to 8 cups of sugar. In order for our 2 to become 8, we multiplied it by 4 to get our 8 in the numerator. So we do the same in our denominator. 5 times 4 equals our flour. So our flour is equal to 20. So how many cups of flour are needed? 20 cups of flour are needed. So that's how we use ratio.